If you thought playing as Slash and making it all the way through without continuing is crazy, watch me try to play with the most difficult character on the entire game to use, who has probably the most busted means of defeating bosses, but is not exactly the most strongest either. I think you know what I'm talking about, Vance. Alright, done some more water. Whew. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and clear the timer. It's time to get ready for our next run. But before we do our next character, I do want to show what we have set up. I have 3 lives, 3 continues, just in case. The difficulty is set on easy. We also have this on angry mode because this is a very difficult game to get through with no angry mode. And I don't really need to show the control scheme because, well, actually I should probably show it just to be safe, because they'll probably wonder how I'm doing this. But anyway, I'll show it again. Lives is set to 2, which is essentially 3 lives. We have 3 continues. Difficulty is set to easy. We have music. We have angry mode on. For controller, my attack button set on right, Y button, X is special, B is for jump, and A's question mark was essentially taunt. So I really do not know how what taunt is really used for, but it's not really a useful option. I don't know what they did there. Not to mention they didn't even bother putting the L and R buttons for usage. But anyway, our next run's going to be Kazan, easy any percent. He's probably the most difficult character to use because even though he can wipe bosses out pretty quickly, one of the big downsides is that his attack power is much weaker than the rest of the cast, unless you're doing anger mode throws or anything involving his sword. Yes, that's probably it. Anyway, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Now, I'm not going to make any guarantees we'll have a no continue Kazan run, but we'll see. So anyway, this is Brawl Brothers, made in 1993 or somewhere around there, and we're playing as Kazan, the ninja. Now normally ninjas are usually the baddest characters you could probably ever have on a team, but Kazan's actually not very strong. So we'll be using his jump attack for a great deal of this run. It's our primary damage dealing. And as you can definitely tell, he can run very fast, and he can do a triple jump, and that jump can be canceled into different jumps. So yeah, Kazan is not a very strong character, but he does have his uses, and his OTG attack is pretty good too. And he also has this grab attack too, that you can use as well. Yeah, believe it or not, you can also use the triple jump to escape and avoid damage, but Kazan is not very strong, but does have his uses for certain things. But like I said before, we will be relying heavily on his jump attack for damage dealing, but it's very hard to set up the enemies because they all want to move around. Anyway, once we get through here, we're going to zip past all these enemies, and you can definitely tell Kazan is pretty fast. Sadly, his dash attack is not very high damaging, though. Pull out that sword. Okay, why did he not get hit there? Yeah, Kazan can literally zip across the screen if he wants to. But anyway, that's pretty much how Kazan does most of his fighting. His anger mode is his back throw. When triggered, it launches them very far, for the most part. does more damage than most of his basic throws in general. As you can definitely tell, that damage was pretty weak. Okay, I was supposed to throw this guy. Okay, so this is the OTG attack that Kazan does. It's pretty much his better high damaging attack, aside from his jumping sword. Yeah, it's very difficult to get a dash jump strike there. Yikes, I forgot to jump. But luckily I didn't get blasted there. Yeah, that red lead head does have the ability to have higher priority grabs. And this is a special attack which we'll be using for many of the boss fights. We do have a quick strat to defeating most of them. Now, sadly, there's no despawns in this game, unfortunately. Luckily, you can do combos, but not very high damaging ones. Alright, come on. Alright, that takes care of Leadhead. We're going to take the first entrance right here. Alright, so we're going to be fighting most of these guys right here before we move. And once we get through here, we're going to be entering this part right here. Yeah, believe it or not, Kazan can easily stop these guys from charging. It's probably one of the few characters that can do that. Surprised the other one got defeated. That normally never happens. Yeah, I keep forgetting to stop hitting the A button for specials. Okay, I don't want to be throwing them out of bounds. Yeah, I've been having some difficulty playing as Kazan. Sometimes there's a time to throw, and there's just sometimes you don't want to be doing that. Yeah, you want to always prioritize OTGs with Kazan if you can. Okay, please work with me, Kazan. You can always corner these enemies, and we can easily get them with this chain attack, pretty much. Like I said before, the sword is actually the more higher damaging attack for Kazan, and you'll definitely want to use anything revolving a sword. Now, we're coming up to Slash. Where he appears depends on our character's position. So regardless, once he appears, he'll appear wherever your character's at. Alright, let's try to pin Slash so we can beat him with this boss-destroying technique here. So believe it or not, Kazan's the only one that can actually do this bosses with his special. And that eliminates pretty much a great deal of time that we would normally lose on that fight with other characters. So yeah, you can see why we don't really pick Slash as having to fight as one of our bosses. That's another good reason to have him on your team most of the time. So we beat stage 1. We're going directly into stage 2, the jungle gym and the construction site. And like I said before, it's going to be difficult for Kazan to really rack up any damage. But we are going to try to do our best we can to do just that. Will you stop doing that, dude? Alright, we got past him. Whip out that sword again. Alright, charge! I thought for sure I was going to hit him there. So that's his angry mode throw right there when done on the back. It's probably his next hugest high damaging technique that he has in his arsenal, outside of his sword attacks and his OTGs. I meant to get more, but the game would not let me. Weep. Okay, Kazan. That was not what I wanted you to do. Okay, so once we get past here, yep, we took a death. That was my fault. Throw them right into the landmines, which is always a nice thing to do on enemies. If enemies give you problems, throw them right into there. Okay, how did you not get hit there, Buster? Yeah, you can always cancel your chains if you want. But technically we want to be performing the sword whenever we can. Yeah, down you all go. Alright, so we're back on the lift again. Let's position our character here this time around. Let all the enemies come to us. Let's see if it causes enemies to try to jump off the lift here. So far the zeros have been going right after us. So anyway, this would be a perfect place for donations if this was a marathon setting. And so far so good, we're playing pretty well. But eventually the zeros will stop coming up and we'll have to start dealing with the Fenords. But they all appear in a triangle formation. Ooh, the first one just took off on his own. Of course, not all enemies will do that, of course. Alright, so we do have one more wave of enemies to deal with. I doubt these guys will play nice. Okay, I didn't mean to grab those, but anyway, we got through there. Alright, so once you get out of the lift, we'll be right over here. So we got the gunman coming in. We do want to set up those OTGs. The real problem is finding the right spot to do it, unfortunately. Excuse me? Try that trick with me. Alright, come on, Heckler. Get back over here. Do some triple jumping shenanigans. Yeah, Yeah, no more out of bounds for you, pal. Yeah, sometimes enemies usually pull something right out of the hat most of the time, but we got through that pretty quickly. Alright, that takes care of the lead head and the 2 Flins. And we got the OTG set up perfectly. Alright, come get some boys! Move a little bit back and forth so that the enemies get hit by it. Pick up some energy just to be on the safe side. And then we're going to go straight into our next boss battle. So unless you play these games multiple times on the route, you won't know which ones you're going to be fighting first. So we fought Slash. So who do we get next? Oh, we got Lord J again. So that means Hack's our final opponent for Kazan on his route. Now, bosses do have the ability to break out of this special if you're not careful. Thankfully, Lord J did not do that, which is a relief. So anyway, that completes stage 2. We're moving on to stage 3. Thankfully, Kazan's forward throw is pretty good for setting up pit throws, so we're going to put that to good use in this next part coming up. Anyway, we're moving on to stage 3. We'll be picking Kazan again for that one. And we're going to be moving forward. So our first priority is to throw all the enemies into the pit. This lead head unfortunately decides to have first priority. So we're just going to go ahead and beat him. And we're going to have Kazan throw pretty much just about everyone he can get his hands on. From downtown! Come on. These guys just don't want to play nice here today. Alright, we're going to jump into the pit and force these enemies to do the same. Okay, Leadhead. We're gonna get rid of that Butch there. Hopefully we can throw all of them into the pits. Yeah, we're probably gonna have another death coming up, unfortunately. No, that's to be expected, unfortunately. But yeah, luckily the pits are still there, but... Come on. Yeah, that leadhead didn't want to get thrown, obviously. We're going to take another intentional death and force some of these guys into the pit. Lucky. Now, the back throw only works if you're close to the edge, but you want to use the forward throw for the most part. Well, the green one was pretty more annoying than the yellow one. But yeah, that's how you basically set up pit strats with your characters, depending on which ones you use. Of course, not everyone's going to have strats that they can use to throw them all into the pit. Ah! Yikes! I forgot about that. And I keep running my character into the pits. Oh well, mistakes happen. Alright, come on. Down he goes. Oh, didn't mean to do that, but that's fine. And that was a mistake on my part. So we're gonna try to get rid of all these enemies if we can. Stay on your side, Phantom. Threw him and fell at the same time. Get out of my roof. Yeah, the way to break the throws is pretty difficult in this game, obviously. I'm hoping to get rid of them pretty quickly. It looks like none of them are reaching the pit. Dang. Yeah, unlike Slash, we'll probably have to continue with Kazan here, unfortunately. We did pick up the health items, so we're going to probably have to take an intentional game over. Just to get rid of some of these guys right here. Too bad this isn't basketball, otherwise Kazan would be winning in regards to score. Alright, line yourselves up, boss. And down they go, and we're going to be moving on to the maze once we get through this next part here. Ooh, there's two of them. Set them up for a small mini wipeout. Yeah, these guys have no prayer of getting out of there. Alright, so that defeats all the enemies for that part. We're going into the maze. So let's see how well we do here. Come over here, Butch. High risk dash attack for fatals. Okay, that did not get all of them, unfortunately. Now, you do have to be in neutral position before you can do the OTG attack. You can't really be holding forward and whatnot when you do that, obviously. So yeah, that makes the OTGs a little bit more harder to pull off in general. Yeah, he went for a body crushing move, but he failed on that part. Yeah, believe it or not, Butch takes more damage from jump attacks than regular hits. So once you beat all of them, take your food item if you need health, which is probably a good idea if you're playing this on any of the other difficulties. Or speedrunning, actually, I should say. Ooh, that was a perfect setup. Anyway, we're going to go one floor down, 2 floors up, and then 2 floors down. This was a strat that was discovered by Barry Can a few years back when he submitted his run for speedruns.com. And I've been using that since then. So yeah, you can definitely tell the OTG is actually a pretty powerful move in Kazan's moveset. So we got one hallway to deal with as opposed to mobiles. Oh, come on! That is not fair, dude. Anyway, we got Butch's right after those kickboxers, so you're gonna have to be ready to fight them the moment they get out of here. Get some added damage on that electric paneling. You can use that if you got characters like Kazan that are not very strong physically. Come on. Man, what is with these guys? They don't want to be brute. Nice try, pals. And down goes Cyberhead here. So we go up another floor here. And we're going to take out the lone enemy that's in that room. So this will be another good time to have donations talk if this run gets put in. Now, believe it or not, Josh the Funk Doc actually found a strap for the dash attack of Kazan's, but it's very hard to pull off because you would have to be very precise on execution-wise. He tried to do that with a Dieter against Dieter. So, like, I tried to go for multiple dashes, and that did not work. Woo! That's actually crazy right there. Multiple forward throws, but they don't do a whole lot of damage, though. Anyway, we're moving on to the final part of Stage 3. So things are going to get pretty quickly go to heck, pretty much. A more appropriate word than normal. Okay, how did he avoid that? Thank you for hitting this, buddy. The OTG. Yeah, unfortunately the jump attack's like the only thing that hits these enemies more harder than anything in Kazan's arsenal, rather than the OTG and all that. I don't think so, Butch. Yeah, I really hate when we're fighting these hecklers, but these riflemen are pretty annoying to deal with. Alright, so once we beat all these guys, we'll be moving on to the next area. I don't know if I'll have enough health to perform everything here, but we'll try. Yeah, I didn't get the setup I wanted. Well, I didn't get the setup because I didn't have enough life, but at least the good news is we got Hack defeated. It's going to take some work before we get very good with Kazan against him without the special. So that was kind of my fault on most parts there, unfortunately. So we got Hack back, so we got to go through stage 4. Let's go ahead and take the fight directly to Dieter and fight our way through the gauntlet of clone enemies that we have to fight through. We'll use the OTG attacks. They do a fair amount of damage. As mentioned, they pretty much work pretty well. Stay at your sides, punks. Alright, so we're moving over here. And once we beat the hecklers, we'll start fighting our way through here. Fortunately, I did not get all 3 of them. And I failed to get my jump attack out. That was my fault. Oh boy. Not exactly good examples, pretty much. Get out of here, all of yes. That takes care of them. Now we can set up the OTGs. Yeah, it's very difficult to get anything going on here. Okay, how did he do that and my sword did not get that reach? Kazan feels more like a combo freak than anything else. At least that's the impression I get. Alright, that takes care of the Butch. We still got a long ways to go, unfortunately. Yeah, it looks like the hitbox is around the sword. What the? How did they grab me there? Sorry, I'm just focusing on trying to beat these butches right here. Man, it's gonna get a lot rougher when we get towards near the end too. didn't recover from that? Man, what the hey? Alright, that takes care of that. My apologies for not talking during that. That was a very rough section there. Pretty rough for Kazan, obviously, since he can't deal a whole lot of damage. So we do have these gold fans to deal with, so we do have to be very careful in fighting most of them. So basically, his combo attack's pretty much his only better damaging tool outside the jumps. Whew, got lucky with that OTG there. Dang, they still hit me after all that. Alright, we got past them. Yeah, one of the bad things about the triple jump is that once you've made your input decisions, you're forced to commit pretty much. So we're going to trap these enemies and come all up with the chain combo. How in the world did I get hit there? Yeah, that heckler's the last one to deal with, obviously. Alright, so once we beat these guys and beat the next round, we're going to probably be in the roughest part of the entire game. Pretty much right here with the cloning facility. That takes care of the butch. Butches there. We need to wait for him to come out. There we go. Alright. Trying to be crafty there, and I'm paid for it big time. Alright, let's just advance because it won't matter much. We got a ton of enemies to deal with. Yeah, this is very difficult because Kazan does have issues with his hitbox with his sword. We do have to be very careful when performing that move, because it won't always hit every enemy there is. Ooh, I expect an OTG attack to occur right there. Whoa, he grabbed me. Only he's going for the drop kicks now. Whoa, where did that guy come from? Yeah, it's very difficult to get those diagonal strikes there. Oh, we actually beat the bush. That was very good. Whew! Don't know how I did that, but we survived. Ah, there goes our continue there. I think we got one more after this. Those two are probably the bigger problems at the moment. Three. Come on. Stop moving around. Let me hit you with my sword. Yeah, it's taking more longer because Kazan's doesn't have very high damage to begin with. It's very hard to set up the OTGs that I want to set up for the most part. Get out of here, Cam. Alright, so we finally get through all that. And now we're going to go straight over here. Don't even try that, fam. Alright, the Phantom goes down. Whoa, shot. That hurts. Yeah, this area is filled with fast-moving enemies here. Yeah, my personal best with Kazan, easy 80% is 42. I don't think we're going to be seeing that today, unfortunately. And I get grabbed for my troubles. Might as well wipe them all out while I'm at it. Okay, he should have broken out of there, though. By the way, how's everyone enjoying the stream? I hope everyone's enjoying this gameplay here. I really wish I could play a more better level, but you know, there's going to be mistakes whenever you're doing speedruns, but at the end of the day, you want to always finish what you start. Like, there's no point in resetting once you get to the end. I'm going to conserve whatever energy I have for the fight with Dyer. Pick up that health bar so we can get some additional energy to spam specials. And now we're going to go fight Dyer. So Dyer is pretty nasty regardless, but Kazan can whittle down his foe pretty quickly than most of the characters do. Alright, I'm gonna let my health recover first before I go back to spamming the special. That was kind of my fault. I should have been spamming right off the gate. Now, Diner does break out of this pretty easily, unfortunately. Alright, so... Ooh, that was close there. Alright, so we're gonna wait for him to do this. I'm gonna set him up again. I don't know if I'll probably have enough for one more. Yep. And you can attack him from there once he does that. We should get our sliver of health back. Oh, he grabbed me! No! Oh, that was almost a perfect fight. Well, it doesn't matter because we won. But yeah, we did it. Alright, time ends once our character does his victory pose. And that is going to be it for Kazan Easy Any % submission. But I gotta say, I wasn't expecting to get a 1cc on Slash there. That was kind of a treat there. But yeah, Kazan is probably not the easiest character to utilize. Much of his damage requires either OTGs or with his sword. But on the other hand, he's probably one of the best boss destroyers in this game. Unfortunately, with Diner with his 3 massive life bars, it's kind of a struggle for him because by the time he runs out of energy, he has to take a death. Oh, thank you for the GGs, Vance. Whoo! Anyway, I'm tired of hearing Diner's blah blah blah, so we're gonna go ahead and skip to the Adler going to the sea. And thus the Adler goes to the sea, never to return again, taking with it its accursed clone factory. And that's pretty much it for Brawl Brothers. The only Brawl Brothers, the Russian Beat series I have not run is Peacekeepers, aka Russian Beat Shira. Oh man, that game definitely has problems, especially its international release with lack of music or better for audio. Not to mention, Flynn gets used heavily for his transformation. And the fact that your continues act as your primary lives. So that kind of stinks. But anyway, I hope everyone enjoyed Brawl Brothers. We're going to play some games once I get back from going to the bathroom. So please hang tight. I will return shortly. I hope everyone enjoyed the submission runs. Hopefully one of these runs that I've done throughout last week and today will hopefully get in. But we'll just have to wait and see what the AGDQ community does. But anyway, I'll be right back, so hang tight. I will be right back, and we'll get started with some games.